Nicholas is like playing it with the guitar behind his
head.
Behind
his head, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, can you really play guitar?" It's like, dude, he's pressing yellow and green.
He's pressing 4 buttons. And
his fingers are already on
just,
it. He's just strumming it by clicking
the
it.
The strum is literally just a button.
He's
like you don't have to hit specific.
Today's video is sponsored by Dad Life. Dad Life makes hats that are inspired by nature and the rugged life of raising kids. All hats are currently 20% off and are going fast. Use code SPLITSCREEN at checkout for free shipping up through Father's Day.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 10 of the Split Screen podcast. We finally are at episode 10. Let's go, baby.
Double digits, baby.
Double digits. Finally.
Wow.
Yeah. As you guys can see, there is one extra in here today. Boys. Yeah, literally. Let's go right now. Cheers to 10. Cheers to 10. Where's my drink? I'm looking frantically here. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go, let's go.
I preemptively took a drink. Apologies.
Yeah, you know,
that's all right.
I have 2 drinks on my desk right now, and I couldn't find either of them.
Yeah, what are we drinking tonight?
Dude, I kind of made like jet fuel. I didn't mean to. I kind of forgot there was caffeine in it. I have a Ghost Energy that I really like the flavor of, and I did a little mixy with a little bit of a Jameson.
What? What's the flavor of the Ghost?
Wait, what else?
It's raspberry. Else? It's raspberry.
Oh, okay.
Raspberry Ghost and JMO. Dude, I'm not
That is
even
interesting.
Oh, you're caffeinated.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was saying. I kind of forgot I made jet fuel on accident, so it was gonna be
the upper
sip.
and the downer.
Hey, Steven, I got one of these today. You ever heard of Rad Bulls?
No, dude, I was looking at your can and I'm like, is he drinking a Red Bull?
They're sleeves.
The nutrition facts on the back.
Hey, okay. 69. Hey.
100% secret sauce.
Oh man. Well,
underneath it is a Truly.
I love that. I love that.
I like that.
Cheers to 10,
that.
boys. Cheers to 10. Cheers. Our first double-digit episode. As you guys can see, we have an extra person with us today. For those of you guys who are watching live right now in chat, and in both of our communities, you guys have seen him around basically since I started gaming, since we all started gaming. He's been there. So welcome, D-Train. Derek Osick, for those of you guys who know him IRL versus in the gaming world. Also with the Osick jersey behind him, but yeah, man, welcome to the pod, bro. Finally happy to have you on.
It's an honor. It's an honor. The 10th episode too. Wow, that's actually an honor. I feel like you guys have done more than that though. You guys have been ripping this for a while.
Doesn't it feel that way?
Yeah,
it does, and I don't know why, because there really is only 10 episodes. It's not like we have hidden episodes that we're like saving for a Patreon or something. It's like there is 10 episodes and that's it. But we have like a bunch of shorts and other stuff like that in TikTok videos, which make it seem like more, but really it's just.
I was about to say that. It's like the shorts too. Like when we post like so many shorts, I think we have like 20-ish shorts, and they like all seem like they're from different episodes because we don't really post them chronologically that much. And it's like, that's what makes it feel like for me. I'm like, oh my God, we have so much content out, but like, oh damn. Like in my head, I'm like, oh damn, like we only have 9 episodes, and then I'm like, oh well, we have the tier list videos. Like I forget how we get more videos, because like sometimes like we'll record the episode and do a tier list in the middle of it, and then that's 2 YouTube videos. So I'm always like, how the hell do we have 14 videos?
And then you probably get a couple shorts per episode, right?
Yeah. Like, dude, honestly, if we're like vibing, we can get like 6 to 7.
We get too many to the point where we have to like get rid of like stuff that we're like, oh, that would be good, and we're like, nope. Yeah,
it's not good enough because there's better stuff.
There's better stuff.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hell yeah, though. But I'm just looking at chat right now. Look, everyone coming in. It's dude. Hey, you put D-Train in the caption, man, and all of a sudden people start rushing in. People start rolling in, bro.
Dude, and then watch parties. Your watch parties on your stream, Davis, are more widely
it's just like, hey, everybody,
than your own
they
gaming.
like do the best, man. Like I'll pull like viewers for it, and it's like, my whole stream is based around somebody else.
It has nothing to do with you.
My stream has fucking nothing to do with me.
It's like, hey,
people watch it on mute.
Yeah,
they're like trying to watch it. They're just like, yo, turn that game up.
Oh, thank God, it's not Fortnite
party, though. You explain it well.
Yeah,
and then you get hyped for the right moments because you know what's going on.
Facts.
You know,
facts. And it's like I'm super biased too some of the times, which is like whatever, because like I'm not gonna be out here talking like hockey like I know
there he is. There he is.
Get him the puck. Get him the puck.
Shoot it.
Shoot it, Derek. Shoot it, Coley.
All right, so what's on the schedule for today's pod? Anything in particular?
Dude, you, bro.
Wherever the wind takes us.
For real.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. We I mean, we both know you, obviously, and obviously we know you to a different degree. Davis knows you very, very well, but what are those eyes for?
No.
Okay. So yeah, sometimes you like that
very, very well.
I know you.
Apologies, Derek. Sometimes he acts a bit weird, so
yeah.
That's all right. I'm used to it.
Please excuse my guest here.
By 1 hour,
my co-host. Yeah, right. My 1 hour a week, I get to act like a complete degenerate.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, tell us a little bit about yourself, because I think there's a lot that is obviously we can see some stuff going on behind the wall too, so it's like a little bit obvious. But tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So Jersey here. This is my hockey thing. This is like, and then this thing as well. I don't know. You guys might not be able to see that because the glare, but that is my name tag from my stall at LIU.
Yeah, above the locker, right?
Yep, above the locker. And so I'm
a hockey player. Is it technically called a stall?
Yes. Yeah, it's your stall, or like you could say your locker, but like some people say like your stall in the locker room is probably the more common way to say it.
I learned something new.
Stall in the barn. You know?
In the barn. The barn is the rink
itself. The barn is the rink, and there's stalls in a barn. So you got a stall in a barn. Dude, you're just the horse, bro.
Yeah. Or like at St. Mark's, we called it the TR, the team room. Because like for whatever reason, they didn't like the term locker room, but we called it TR. No, LR doesn't really roll.
It's not boo. I just find barn to be way cooler.
The main thing about me, for those who might not know me from Steven's chat, and then there might be some from Davis's chat that don't really know me that well, but my main thing that I do is I play hockey. I'm a professional hockey player. I play center. If you guys know the positions, that's the one where you're skating around the most. You're playing defense and playing forward. And I like the offense side of it more, but I started playing defense, so that's how I ended up in that both role. And then on the left here, and this is how my gaming setup started. I didn't have any of the hockey stuff at first. I recently started trying to collab it, but this is just my game room thing because I've been streaming for a couple years. I took a little bit of time off. Like when I first started, it was, I think Davis and I were just doing we were recording our gameplay, and like streaming was the way to do it so we could go back and watch and get better. And never really like got into the whole streaming side of it. So I took some time off. And then when I saw like, oh shit, that's like actually pretty cool. By the way, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Fucking no.
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Fucking no, you idiot, dude. Fucking get off.
But then I started trying to build that. So then Angelina, my girlfriend, got me this logo. Still,
because he loves
not
trains.
Certain. Yeah, because I love trains.
It's another thing about me.
My gamer tag is D-Train.
Locomotive enthusiast over here. Just loves the trains. No, but yo, real quick.
I do a lot of training.
Tell how you got D-Train. If you
so we were playing baseball, and we were like old enough that like we were playing town baseball, and it was like kind of weird that we were all playing town baseball, but like we had a blast with it. And I was up to bat, and I don't know if it was just random or if I had like a couple good at bats that game, but our buddy Alex was like, let's go D-Train or something. He's like that.
Oh yeah, ride like, the D-Train. Yeah, let's go like, D-Train. He's like,
that was the first time we heard it. And then like,
so funny.
Was it like Nicholas was at that game or something?
It was, I think like Matthew was down for the weekend or something, and he was like, D-Train, they call you D-Train, huh?
And then,
I guess so, dude.
That happened to be right around the time when Fortnite came out, and I made a new Epic Games account, and I think the first thing I did was just D-Train. At first, it was D-Train 1.5. Oh no, because that was my Xbox.
Yeah, and I was DC Fish 313 because it was Davis Cole. Fisher 313 was 313. He was Do Pro A before, and I was Fish a Cat. If we're really
Do
gonna
Pro
do
A was my initials, and then I played for the Pro Ambitions hockey team, so I was Do Pro A.
Fish a Cat.
And then, did Alex know my gamer tag before he said that, or was it like a coincidence?
I think we like just said it. I think we thought it was funny, and then like it immediately was like, that's your gamer tag. And then like in gaming, you were just like, yo, D-Train, come here.
And I was like, yo, that's slick. Like it's 2 syllables. It's easy to say. It's like 1 letter, a word that everybody knows and says. And then
easy to spell.
Yeah, exactly. And then the name was available. I did have to change the I to a lowercase L. So it's actually
Me too, though. You know, and I'm D-Folsh.
Yeah. But they read like I's.
Whoa, sorry, chat.
So yeah, that's the story of me.
Yeah.
There you go.
He just loves trains so much. We're like, dude, we got a D-Train.
Train enthusiast. He's got one of those
locomotive ententhusists. Dude, you should see Christmas around his house, dude. Christmas around his house, there's no room for presents, man. He's just got the train, like, he's got paper. Dude, honestly, remember when Uncle Mark made, like, the paper mache? You ever remember that? And he would, like, do crazy.
Vaguely.
Yeah, that was sick. I think it's cool
when
people like go into that kind of shit. Like around the bottom of
the train table. Yeah. And they set it up like a scene in history.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like this is Bunker Hill Monument.
Sick. I'm going to go get a drink.
You're like, nice, dude.
Dude, and Derek, I feel like you completely undersold the like you obviously talked about you being a center, but you didn't even mention how good you are at faceoffs, which I didn't know until the last game that I watched. I was like, this kid wins every single faceoff.
Yeah.
I was like, no wonder why he's a center.
So that's similar reason to why I was a catcher in baseball too. I feel like I need to be involved in every play, and that's what center's like. And then when like taking a faceoff is a very niche thing for the game of hockey, like it's that like one moment where the game stopped and
you can get control.
Yeah, two players are deciding, like one on each team are deciding who's about to get control. Now, obviously, like a lot of draws are tie draws, and it depends on the wingers and like people coming in to help and stuff. But I got really good at that just out of pure love of it. And then once I realized how important that was for a team to have a good centerman, I really started dialing in on it.
It's like that for lacrosse too. Like some even guys are
lacrosse too.
Even more so lacrosse. I think my cousin was actually very good at it. He played D1 lacrosse, and like that was his like.
They have guys just for that, bro. They like you go in, you take a face off, and you just get off.
Yeah, and it's like a reason that they keep you.
Yeah.
If you're like maybe gonna get cut versus another guy, and you're good at face-offs, the other guy doesn't even take them, like the other guy's gone.
You just have zero regard for your hands at all. Or you're just like, yo, I'm totally down to break a finger every game. That's like
that's why I've had so many finger injuries. I've broken this left hand, this thumb here, or like right here, and then there. This one.
Andy's here. A controller player.
Andy's a controller player, Chad.
Yeah. Davis one time threw me a duck of a football, and I jammed my finger and broke it.
It was not surprising. No, it was the tightest fucking spiral. Couldn't handle it.
But I like jumped off. I was like 8 beers deep, so it could have been that too.
Nah, it's not that. It was just that I threw such a tight spiral. It couldn't have been the duck.
Just chucking quails in the backyard. Yeah.
Facts.
Oh, but dude, another thing about face-offs though, if you're like at the end of a game and you're a guy who's like, you're not the top line, but you guys are taking a defensive face-off, or it's like a face-off you need, they'll put you out on wing, right? Because maybe the top center gets kicked out of the draw, and then you need like someone else to go in and take it. So you get like all this extra ice time and opportunity if you're good at face-offs.
That's one thing I was always confused about. What makes them kick them out? Is there like an actual thing, or is it just like, all right, this guy's being
the defensive player in the situation has to put his stick on the ice first. So that gives the offensive player a chance to maybe predict what he's going to do. Then the offensive player is supposed to have to put their stick down and in the circle. So if there's a circle like this, on each side, there's like a line right there. And there's a little bit of white space between the line. And each player has to put their stick on the ice in that white spot. And then, but I mean, obviously the refs, especially in minors, they just kind of like want to drop it and not get hit by people spinning. So they're not super tight on it. But the defensive guy has to put his stick down first. The offensive guy puts his stick down second. And then the ref goes out and drops it. And from there, it's like a chess match. Like they might try to
I had no
take
idea
your stick out.
Any of that.
Or they might try to get the puck quick, or they might try to just push you out of the way. So like the whole game and the whole season, you're going against the same guys. So you're starting to know like what they do in certain situations. And then if you're in the neutral zone, it's whatever, like the home team has to put their stick down first. So there's all kinds of like niche rules, but you wouldn't even know that unless you were a center.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's literally nuts. I think we just both said that's crazy at the same time, because I always just assumed
I
always just assumed it was like the guy trying to get the puck too early. He's like, next, get this guy out of here.
Yeah. So I forgot to answer that part of the question.
Like that's what it is, right?
Yeah. If the guy jumps too early, like say the defensive guy. So a lot of times what happens is the defensive guy puts his stick down first. The offensive guy tries to time it with the ref dropping it so he can get like an advantage. But if that guy false draws or false starts on that timing, he'll get kicked out. The defensive guy, like sometimes when I'm on defense, I'll try to like put my stick there and then like, how do you say, like try to get the offensive guy to knock my stick. So then I'll like try to jump over his stick and win it. But if I jump too early,
like to commit to hitting your stick, and when he commits to hitting your stick, you like get on top of it.
You move it. But if I move my stick too early and he like doesn't actually jump, then I false start it and I get kicked out.
Yeah, you're like getting in his, like you're like on the alignment trying to get the other guy to false start.
It's exactly
trying to get him to jump. Yeah.
But then also like you could get kicked out if your wingers on either side are doing stupid stuff, or like if they come inside the circle, if their feet are inside the circle, then you can get kicked out that way too.
That's a problem.
But yeah, usually refs care less about the wingers, because most like it's supposed to be both wingers stay on the outside of the circle, but like if they both creep in together, there's no real advantage, so they won't blow the whistle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of like shooting a free throw, and the guys that are like on the sides, like if they start to creep in or start to go forward too much or lean forward, it's like, whoa, okay, guys.
Yeah, it's like everybody back up.
Everybody back up. Alrighty. All right.
Yeah. All right, cool it, kid.
Well, that's dope, bro. Your setup looks pretty fire. Speaking of the setup, this is something that I wanted to ask you about, but we saw that for those of you guys who are in chat right now, Derek, you're live too right now, right?
I didn't click anything. Am I supposed to click start streaming on my own OBS?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, if you want to be live.
I mean,
if you want to. You don't have to.
No, you don't have to be live, but I was using it as a segue. What I was saying was, we saw you do a gym stream the other day. That was pretty fire. It was pretty cool.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so we've been talking about like all this IRL stuff. Like Steven hooked me up with some dope lavalier mics. I want
dope lavalier mics.
Dope lavalier mics.
They're not that dope, but they work.
I actually have.
They work fire, bro. So like we tried them out at the golf course. They work sick. We've been talking about that a couple times, but we saw you were, or I did at least. I saw you were doing a gym stream, and I just thought that kind of tied in perfectly, kind of with your setup.
One of my
downstairs.
More lit streams too.
Dude, it was fire. It was fire, and the mic you have, the other mic you have, is perfect for that. You can hear him across the room, like talking normally. Yeah, that bad boy. Yeah. That one's perfect for that. Like, and the room downstairs too. So elaborate on that if you want. I know I'm just completely talking over it, but
yeah, I thought it was cool. I do that. So if I was gonna stream right now, all I'd have to do is click start streaming on my OBS, which is already open.
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna do that then, real quick. No self.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD of that.
Dude, where'd all my viewers go?
Dude, they're all gone. And then also, on another note of the mics, I actually have this mic myself. So if we want
that is a lav mic.
Oh, that is a lav mic.
If we want to use this for golf,
incognito laver.
It's a Yichuang. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. I have not, but my mom got it through work. So, but anyways, I've been trying to get. For a long time, I had things I liked to do, right? Like I loved gaming. I loved playing hockey. I love working out. I love just like hanging out with friends. But like I would keep them separate, right? I was like, okay, I'm a Fortnite streamer and I don't want my teammates to know. That one is still kind of tough because like hazing is a thing. People get bullied in the locker room and stuff, and like you got to play your cards right there. So I haven't had a good opportunity to be like, and
like, yo, I'm actually filthy
this next year, because like I was one of the guys on my team this past season. So like now it's like more acceptable to do whatever you want and just like be more yourself.
Yeah,
you know. But now what I'm trying to do is incorporate like everything into one. Because really, like, it already is. And it's just that idea of, like, not being afraid to show who you are, because someone that only is friends with you through hockey is going to think it's weird that you do esports or stream IRL, or someone who, like, doesn't know anything about hockey but loves watching me play Fortnite is going to be, like, annoyed if I'm streaming me doing hockey clips, you know? And it's
I feel
just
like that's like an older way, like a more mature way of, like, approaching it, too. Like, it's like, I want to just, like, be... I just want to be like DTRAIN / Derek at one time versus like, I got to turn this on now. Oh, I got to go turn that on. All right, I can't do this with these people. It's like, and then then we can do it all together.
Yeah, then and you can just be yourself at all times. You don't have to worry about like what you're saying or like not say something in front of the wrong person, because like at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. But I do think it's a maturity thing, a security thing with yourself, like your self-confidence, just being able to just be yourself and not worry that someone's going to think, because like they're going to think whatever they want, you know. But it's a lot harder for you if you're worried about separating yourself out, you know. So long story short, that's why I'm trying to stream as much different stuff as I can, you know.
That's awesome, man. Dude, it's like something that I think Davis and I have talked about I don't want to say it's that thing that comes up almost every stream because it's not
about.
But it's just about that, and it's like I think he said it in the first or second episode. It's like both him and I wanted to focus on doing content outside of these rooms or these chairs. Like go out and just do different things, but continue to do what you love, but like do it and actually show it, because that's the way the world's moving. But it's really insightful for you to obviously mention the whole idea of like kind of wanting to keep some things reserved and not let guys know like, oh yeah, I love playing video games, and they could be like, okay, nerd, like who cares? Like we're going to get beers tonight. Have fun playing with your controller. But it's like
fun, nerd.
But at the same time, like I think we're all pretty fortunate that gaming has blown up the way that it has, because if it hadn't, I think that there would still be a lot of like quote unquote closet gamers that just like don't want you to know that they play video games. I was that way for a long time.
Yeah. I didn't know you were until you started streaming the podcast, or not way before that actually. But when you started on the podcast, I was like, damn, he's really about it. But you were streaming before that, and like Drew, he's a little bit younger than you, but he's similar to your age. He for those who don't know, Drew's my brother, but he was a closet gamer for a long time, and then he just started streaming. But he hasn't really taken.
Shout out Ocarina's Drew though. That dude is crazy at speed running any Mario game you can think of, bro. Like he just is 100 like completes games, and like it's crazy. I think speedrunning
like
is absolutely in 20 minutes. Just plays Mario Sunshine and then it's over. That game that I literally never beat as a kid. Yeah,
takes me a fucking year. Yeah.
I started playing that game before I could read, dude, and I'm like, I don't know what door to go through.
I remember like even a couple of years ago, man. Like when I was at LIU, that was when Fortnite was really blowing up and people were streaming. And there was this NHL player. His name is Adam Gaudette. He's actually from around here. I think he's from Braintree, Mass, or something like that. And he won the Hobie Baker Best Player in College Hockey, and then was in the NHL for like a season. I don't think he ended up sticking, but he started streaming Fortnite or like whatever. And then my coach at LIU was like talking about it because he saw it, and he was like literally saying this, like I just happened to be in the room next to him, and he was like, the coach was looking right at me and saying, he's like, yeah, like doesn't that guy like stream video games or like something stupid? And I'm just like, yeah, I guess.
Like, fucking what a loser.
Yeah, what a loser. Right? Like, this is like a closet. Yeah. That like hit deep for a while. That like reinforced the fact that like I couldn't say it in that setting, you know? But now I'm just like, I didn't like looking back, like why would I care what he said?
Now you got like Tyreek Hill pulling like so many viewers, and like people love watching him. Sauce Gardner, like all the NFL guys just like
Mike
playing
Evans.
video games. Dude, Devin Booker is
just easy income for those
Ben
guys.
Simmons and Devin Booker, or not Ben Simmons. Devin Booker is pretty nasty at COD too. Like
I believe it.
Good. Like he plays with Nate Shot like in his foursome.
Dude,
like,
athletes are good at esports. I mean, esport athletes are also athletes. You know, like that meta cognition to be able to think about what someone else is deciding and be able to make your decision off of that. Like that's in real sports and that's in esports.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, the competitiveness and the fast Twitch stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it's more mainstream now than it once used to be. Like obviously everyone always talks about like, oh, Ninja, like he helped to make it mainstream. I don't necessarily think like he was a big part of it, but I think there was a lot of other things that just kind of like clicked, and people stopped feeling ashamed for what they like to do in their downtime. Like,
well, yeah, once people saw like you can make serious money at it, all of a sudden
you respect it. And Fortnite was the first game where anybody could be a pro. You didn't have to get signed to a league. You could just all of a sudden be living in you could be 16 years old in the basement of your parents' house and then qualify for the World Cup, and all of a sudden next thing you know in 2 months you have to go to New York City. Like because like that was the first game where you didn't have to like sign to FaZe to go play on a 4v4 search and destroy.
Well, yeah, because Fortnite was a free game that everyone had access to.
Yeah, and open. If you just made ranked,
and all the competition was online.
Yes, anything. You could play the Cash Cup against Clicks that night.
Yeah, granted, a lot of people cheated because of that, but that's just something that they had to go through to make that part of gaming.
I will say there was never as many cheaters in Fortnite as there has been in Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty, there's sometimes where it's like every 4 games. Like Call of Duty has been like brutal to watch. Like I'm just like, I remember like back in when you would like go in a lobby and you just like you went into like, I remember vividly in Modern Warfare 2, I like went into a lobby and all of a sudden there was just these crazy like fonts that aren't in the game, and it's like purple and pink, and my account's getting boosted, and I'm like, only
and
Call
like
of Duty, man.
You load into
only
the game,
Call
and then
Duty,
all of a
bro.
sudden like your whole team spawns and your whole team dies immediately, and your whole team spawns, and it's like this one dude's got like 150 kills at the end of the game. You're just like, okay,
like, all right. Not to completely
there was a lot of
take
stuff
that to a different direction there, but again,
but that was a technology thing. Like they didn't understand how to stop some of those cheaters as well as they do now.
And that's
and they still don't even know how to. They still don't even know how to stop.
Yeah, and see the thing about technology is like when you come out with a new thing, there's always
another one
with a new idea. You know, I mean, I say criminal, but like
theoretically, yeah, some of those dudes get like in those companies that make cheats. I think Activision actually just yesterday or today won a huge case against a company that made cheats, and I mean they're paying up the ass because of the damage that they've done to the Call of Duty community and like competitive competitive games and scenes. So like it's real. It is actually it's a crime.
Yeah, especially when there's so much money involved.
Exactly.
It
and
affects
the money
your
that
business.
The company makes.
You're losing customers that will be spending money in your game, and now you're not. It's literally like having someone stand outside your storefront. Like say you own a brick and mortar store, and this guy's just standing out in the front of it, just like making people not want to go in for whatever reason. Like it's literally what it is. It's like, oh, I'm gonna now like make our game look like shit on Twitch. No one's gonna want to play it. Now our game's not big, and now we can't charge $700 for a Santa Claus skin.
Yeah. I don't know what the exact charge would be, but like, there's definitely a criminal charge that
defamation. Maybe
that.
I don't know. I'm not a.
Dude, speaking of like games making money, remember when everyone was like, "Oh, Fortnite's free. How are they going to make any money?"
Yeah. Oh I don't know, man. God.
Fortnite should be a bank of its own.
Yeah, literally.
Prince money, bro.
They just had to like pay out a huge multi-million-dollar fine too for all the microtransaction stuff.
That's nothing. That's
they probably account for that every year.
They have billions and billions, dude.
They probably budget for that too. It's so big that they probably budget for, we might get slapped by this corporation. Oh, there might be this issue, or we might have this workplace issue. And they probably have a huge line item because it's such a big company. It's kind of negligent if they don't.
Yeah. Yeah. And they have like the best lawyers all the time.
Oh, for sure.
They're like, good luck. Try this. Try it.
Yeah.
If you win, you've already spent $7 million to try and beat us. So good luck.
How do you drink with the mic so close? I feel like I have to move it. Take a sip.
It's just like the off to the side.
I just did it. It's just so funny. I was just like, and Steven was doing it too. That was funny.
Yep.
Wow.
It becomes natural after a while.
Clip that. Make that a short.
Dude, that was sick.
Clip it and ship it.
What's going on TikTok?
No,
that's funny. But I guess going into your gym streams and stuff, that kind of ties into, I don't know if you want to promote it or not, but I'm going to promote it for you. Your Coach Osick account, your Coach Osick account, which is pretty fire, which I think is a wicked cool way to take the three things you do and like make it into one. I feel like
you're building a brand,
something similar like that too. It just makes total sense to. You build a brand. Don't build three small ones. Just you are a brand yourself. Let's just like look at everything I do.
I'm passionate about too.
Yeah,
like I can help those kids. Learn the things that I know now after playing 20 something years of hockey that I didn't know at the time that I wish I knew.
And not even to like expose the bag here or but like obviously one of those outlets is a bigger platform than the other two. So you're going to speak on who you are. Like, this is what I was doing, at least. I'll speak for myself. I was like, all right, I have a bigger following just as myself, but I really want to grow this and this. Why not just be who I am as my own instead of just create three different characters? Like, let's just
but then, though, I still have multiple accounts. Like, I still have, let's just take Instagram, for example. I still have DTRAIN TTV.
Yeah.
Plug, and then I have Coach Osick and then my actual Instagram. So it's like, do you keep those separate still?
Yeah, I think you keep them separate to like let people know this is something else I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's I got my DFISH, I got the Split Screen podcast, I got my Davis Fisher, like it's like
that's so true.
But I tag all of the other accounts all the time. So like when you go to the tag, it's like this is everything I'm doing.
Yeah, like
you know
Nade Shot has Nade Shot and 100 Thieves.
Yeah, he's got Nade Shot. He's got Nade Shot Plays. He's got Nade Shot Gambles. He's got like Nick Merckx has like 15. Tim the Tatman, dude. He has account Tim the Tatman 1, Tim the Tatman 2, Tim the Tatman freaking just chatting. Like he has like 10 YouTubes, and it's all like just from one of his streams.
Yeah, it's
he
like
puts
my
his
dog's
chat.
channel.
Yeah, literally. Miss Peaches. shout out Miss Peaches, man. That's funny.
I actually didn't know who that was until today. Angelina brought her up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the dog,
dude. I really haven't been on like my social media grind as much. Like I don't consume it. I post more than I consume.
Good for you.
I barely post. It's just like I feel like I have so much I'm trying to do that like when I'm sitting there, I'm like, what am I doing?
But you get caught for like 20 minutes.
It's really good if you're like, you have nothing to do and like you're sitting there like today at the vet, like waiting for Daisy to get called in. I'm just like,
I think we got something that we can help you pass the time with, though.
Dude,
if you want to have social media, Davis, you want to do your plug? He's giving me this. He's giving me the spiel.
What you do is you sit down, you click the app, you open up Pokemon Emerald, and you just start playing Pokemon in the waiting room, man, and you start leveling up your Zigzagoon. This is what you do. You go to Mauville, you get your mock bike, and you go left and right, and you hatch that egg.
That's right.
Dude, I have been grinding Pokemon Emerald. I'm on the last guy of the Elite Four. I'm bugging on it right now. Dude, and so the new one, they have the Gamma one. I found out it's all PlayStation 1 games, Steven and Derek. PlayStation 1. All original PlayStation games you can play on your phone on the Gamma one. And so Delta and Gamma are made by the same company.
Okay.
So they're both legit.
Huh.
Okay.
Dude, this emulator is so fire. It hasn't had one
hiccup
ever.
If I did that, I would be so out of touch with society because I would never look at social media.
And you're playing a game that literally doesn't fucking matter.
No, so like that.
At least if you're like if you're on social media, maybe you're like, oh, I saw this, or oh, maybe I'll reach out to like this. I'm just like, I gotta get my Azumarill level 61 so I can beat this guy. Like I'm just so. But sometimes it's nice to veg out. Sometimes it's like a mental vacation, like while you can like chill for like 10 minutes. I don't know.
Right. What do they call it? Doom scrolling.
Yeah,
it's better than doom scrolling.
It literally is better than doom scrolling because you get nothing. You try and remember back TikToks you've sent, and I'm like, oh, I don't remember sending you that.
Dude, I don't look at anything anyone sends me because I have notifications off because it distracted me so much. Well, yeah, but like I'll still like send here and there, and if you want me to see something, you got to text me and tell me to look because I don't have the notifications on. And honestly, like I probably should put them back on because I'll get like messages from fans or like a fan will repost my story and I won't see it. And like today, I noticed that one of my super fans from Knoxville, they reposted the reel we made, Davis, and I didn't see it in time. So then I went to the like DM message and I had a message, but like I couldn't like it. I would have had to like type a message back to be like, yo, thanks for reposting that because I missed it. You know what I mean? I couldn't just like it or give it like the fire emoji or something. So I might put them back on for situations like that.
I hear you.
That's fair.
But then I get distracted, like, because people will send me shit, and I'll be like, "Oh, I gotta watch that."
And then you have
can
like
you only
notifications
turn
on your
for certain things.
Yeah. I could. I wonder if you can turn noise on for certain people. But then I wouldn't like be able to turn them on for like every fan or like, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd still miss those.
Or if you like don't know someone's, or if you don't know someone's gonna tag you, how are you supposed to know?
Right, like I'll miss things that I could have reposted. That like,
I mean, dude, I'm pissed every time I tag Justin Bieber and he doesn't know.
Yeah,
like bro, what the fuck?
Like, dude, aren't you gonna
see me?
That?
Don't you know I'm here?
Love me.
Yeah, but like for Justin Bieber, someone will like, well, see, then again, I don't know if his Instagram is run by someone else because he posts like pictures of him crying, like we were saying last time we talked about this, Davis. But like, I would imagine that like whoever's running the person's Instagram that tagged Justin Bieber would like message the person who runs Justin Bieber's Instagram and be like, hey, like, do we want to collaborate on this post? Like, I just sent it to you, blah, blah, blah. And they'd be like,
out of the 1.1 million he gets a day.
Yeah, exactly. So like you would need that direct line of communication if you were that big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll worry about that someday, but
someday. That's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to get in touch with the Split Screen podcast. I'll tell you that. Oh my god.
DMs are flooded.
Yeah. Oh. Whew.
Are they?
Comments are full of hate.
Yeah. Dog shit.
You're doing something right.
Dog shit. Wee man. That's my alias, my alter ego. Yeah. Dog shit. Wee man.
Yeah, you offended a lot of Wii fans.
It's fine. Suck it.
It's fine. It doesn't bother me.
Dude. I did like that game though, the Wii. That console.
You like the Wii?
It was fun. It was like, it was before your time though. Like you were already like past that stage of gaming when it came out.
Agreed. I agree 1,000%.
So yeah, you didn't really get to experience it like we did, but it was cool.
He's just not strong enough to hold up both the controllers at once.
Yeah. He's like, I can't. It keeps throwing gutter balls. You started playing Wii bowling.
Dude, seriously, that was annoying about Wii bowling though. Like you would do the bowling motion, and then half the time it'd be like, "Oh, you need to release at this point," and you're like, "What the fuck? Like, I did do that.
I'm fucking releasing."
Yeah, because they tried to like implement a concept that the technology they had like couldn't keep up.
Would not. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was just a bar on a screen, and you were pointing at it. You know. And then the Xbox Connect came out, and that was a little better, but like no one used it.
Dude, it cost like $200 and didn't come with the Xbox.
Yeah, and that's a technology issue because it was too expensive because the technology was like advanced, and it wasn't advanced enough to be that expensive.
And you had to like get games that played on that. You couldn't like
that's when they were still trying to be like, no, we're gonna be the only gaming console.
Like,
everyone was like in that race,
and we're still gonna charge for online.
And then they finally gave up when Fortnite came out on PC, and everyone's like, wait, I could just play PC games? So like, oh, okay, we can't lose all of our customers. We have to do cross-platform. You know?
Literally.
There still is a strong following of like console gamers that definitely beat to their own drum. I appreciate it. I respect it. But man, once I got my hands on a PC, I was like, never saw the light of day on the other side. I was just like, sold my Xbox, sold everything else. I keep retro systems, but outside of that, it's all just PC.
Yeah, PC is the way to go.
Like,
you can play controller on it too.
Like, what am I gonna do with an Xbox One, bro? Aside from watch a movie.
Yeah,
like it's literally its only thing I would use it for is setting it up somewhere so I can watch Netflix if I don't have a Roku in that room.
Mm-hmm. Or play like an OG game if I really wanted like an OG experience.
Yeah, but again, like the Xbox One, like I'd want to use like the Xbox. I guess I'm saying what a confusing way they did that. Xbox.
You think so?
Xbox 360, Xbox One,
Xbox One S, Xbox One X.
If you just sat here, if you were born tomorrow and you tried to put those in order, you'd be like,
Yeah, like what about PlayStation? That was easy. PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Like, let's just keep it simple.
I guess if we're really gonna do this, it's sorry. Oh my God. You're gonna go like Wii, GameCube, Super Nintendo,
Wii U,
Wii U, Switch Lite.
It's black now.
You're like what?
Like it's like literally that console was brutal. I will say the Wii U was a failed console.
It's just a remake of the Wii because the Wii wasn't selling. So like, oh, new Wii.
Yeah, like, oh, let's make it like a little bit better. And they did, but they didn't like change enough, you know? And
it's
then
still
it's
a
like,
Wii.
Oh, now there's only games that it wasn't it wasn't backwards compatible.
Still
either.
A Wii, still sucks.
Like you had to get Wii U games. Like who's gonna get a Wii U game?
And I think
tell you one Wii U game.
Right? I couldn't tell you, but I think Davis brought this up when we talked about the Wii is like one of the only good upsides about the Wii is you could play GameCube games with it, correct?
Literally the best thing about the Wii, actually.
That was probably one of the only good things about the Wii itself. I mean, imagine being on the marketing team of like, oh, we're like, what's the big name of the new console that is going to come out from Nintendo? The Nintendo Wii. And it's like, for real?
I guess because it's like Wii. It's like meant to be a collaborative system. It's like the Wii, but they spelled it W-I-I. Like, oh, Wii.
Well, like, so why is that the thing you're like choosing the name on? Because like the GameCube was collaborative too, although you didn't really have online. But like the GameCube was a literal GameCube.
GameCube.
So like,
right, and the 64 was 64 bits.
Exactly. Yeah. So like that stuff makes sense. But then like the Xbox. Like PlayStation makes sense. What is the Xbox?
Well, the Xbox had the X. Remember the OG Xbox had the X.
Like
that went across it with the green. Yep.
Yeah, and they did do a good job like branding it with that. But
for sure.
I just feel like all of those companies they thought that they were gonna beat out the other 2 or 3 companies and be the one, and it just didn't happen.
Dude, I don't know
think
how,
you kind of have to believe it to a degree, but yeah.
Fair. I don't know how.
When I think
what's it called?
Go ahead.
No, you're good. There was a delay there. I don't know how the Xbox didn't do better than the PlayStation though. All their exclusive games were way better. Halo,
PlayStation had free online.
Halo, Grand Theft Auto, like those two alone. MLB The Show was on PlayStation. I'll give you that.
Dude, it's the online, man. And then once PlayStation started charging for their online, that's when Xbox, like, everyone was playing Xbox. But I feel like Xbox, they benefited from their marketing a lot more than PlayStation. It's like, and they had a really, I was just chirping it, but the Xbox, like, that's like kind of a cool name. So people are like, ooh, I'm gonna get that. Like, it's Microsoft, like Bill Gates. Like, this is cool. You know, it's not like the PlayStation.
Yeah, I do think I do think that some of the exclusive on Xbox definitely at least drew me to that side, because I was a PlayStation gamer up till Xbox One, and then I solely played Xbox, but I didn't buy basically a console. I had the 360 and I had Xbox One. I don't know. I just think some of the exclusives for Xbox warranted more of a pull than maybe some of the PlayStation ones. PlayStation had like God of War, Spider-Man, some other stuff like that were like big. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think back to the Wii and like obviously joking around about it. Like we had as kids had the same conversation like, oh, GameCube, yeah, because the game in the cube, and then we had the 64 conversation, and I always joke like, oh, Nintendo Wii, it's because the remotes look like fucking dildos, so it's like it's the Nintendo Wii, and you're holding your Wii. And it's like, Jesus.
My Wii controller.
Yeah, and then people started throwing they wouldn't use the straps, and all the TVs were breaking. Oh my God.
Good marketing.
Dude, I think seriously, a lot of people got Xbox because they thought it was cooler, and there was no cross-platform. So like people's friends had Xbox, and then it became like this exclusive thing. Like
Xbox was cooler.
Like, oh, like I'm gonna get the Xbox and I'm gonna play Halo.
There was cooler things about it.
Halo too?
No.
Or no?
No.
Yeah, so Halo was a huge game.
Huge. Dude, Grand Theft Auto too. Like
right. But that was on PlayStation, wasn't it?
Not until the 5. Not until 5.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Correct me, right? Am I spitting?
I don't know.
Man, I think it was on PlayStation and Xbox. Again, we're gonna get fact checked probably pretty hard on this one.
I'm gonna get fucking roasted for this. I know that. I know.
Put you on the spigot.
In what world can you talk about this if you don't know Grand Theft? All right, relax.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Just shut up.
All right. You Xbox hater.
Right now, he can't even hear what I'm saying because his keyboard's like.
He's so mad. Now he feels called out. He's like, me?
I'm gonna keep typing.
He's like, I'm just kidding, baby girl.
I'm gonna keep typing.
Dog shit, wee man, and fucking DTRAIN.
That's right, baby. Bring it on.
It's right, baby. Yeah. It's right.
Bring on the hate. Bring on the hate, dude.
Bring on the hate. Speaking of video games, man. Did we see what Ninja said about Fortnite?
Yes, I wanted to bring it up because I want your
He's
takes.
A cry baby.
Okay. I
say it with your chest.
Your whole life is built off this game, and you're just like,
I honestly don't disagree with Derek. I think part of it is like, dude, shut up. Like, you're gonna continue to play it every single day until the new season comes out. Like, yeah, you say it's shit, but you're not gonna do anything to be like, nah, I'm not gonna play it. You just continue to play it because it's your livelihood. Yeah. But yeah, he called it dog water. I think fucking dog water. Is that the tweet?
Let's pull it up right over here. Ninja quits Fortnite over vehicles and calls it a game for losers.
Quits. And then he played it the next fucking day.
Calls it a game for losers. Fortnite may have been the game that propelled Ninja to fame, but it sounds like he's quickly falling out of love with this season. It goes. Sorry, real quick. He goes. This game. If I was 5 years old, he goes. Yeah, I will not be playing this season. If I was 5 years old and still loved cars, I would be playing this game. But I'm 32 years old and this game is not appealing to me at all. Top comment is, buddy, I don't think 32-year-old males are Fortnite's demographic.
Yeah,
it's not wrong.
But like that is his brand, to just be an annoying little shit and just.
Well, now he's in the New York Times. He says one thing about Fortnite, and it's like that's like Tony Hawk saying skateboarding sucks. You're like,
yeah,
but
I know.
But this season is pretty fucking dog shit. I'll give you that.
It's just so different, man. Like he rose to fame, like, but this is the thing that Fortnite does. They constantly reinvent, you know, and like you have to like understand that if you want to keep being good at the game.
It's facts.
What were you guys laughing about?
I go, it is pretty. I'm just like roasting it. I go, to be fair, the fucking season is pretty fucking dog shit. But
yeah, it's just so different. Dude.
It's crazy. Like you're fighting. I'm literally gonna pull a clip up right here. I'm gonna move Derek's screen over. You're literally driving in a car, and there's a car behind you, and you're just driving and just shooting at each other. His point was, and this is what I agree with, and I want your guys' take on this. In solos. Let me explain this to Steven so he understands the cars too. When you get in a car, you can drive, but you can't shoot out of it. When you have a passenger seat, there's a mounted turret on the car. Now, the passenger can use a mounted turret when they're in the car. He says the game's dog shit because in solos, everybody's teaming. One guy's driving around the map the whole time, and then the other guy is shooting. So these two, they aren't talking to each other. It's not intentional teaming either. He just hops in. The driver has 8 kills. The guy put the fucking thing because they're insta kills. You don't knock. You don't get knocked. So everybody is teaming. And he goes. I literally know people that lost their accounts because they got banned for suspiciously teaming when they weren't even in solos now. And he goes, so what happens now to these people? They're literally blatantly cheating. I mean, not cheating. Well, I guess cheating. Literally blatantly teaming. Do we find it teaming, or do we think it's going to make for good clips? Because Fortnite is. I guarantee Fortnite's going to say this is for good clips. But then how do you draw the line of I'm teaming or I'm not? Because if not, Derek, we're gonna queue up into 2 solo ranks. We're gonna land the same spot. You drive, and we'll just get mad kills.
Yeah. So the issue is when you're in the car, Steven. I don't know if you've seen clips, but you can like get in the passenger seat and you can like only the passengers can have their guns out, but you can look to like if you're in a passenger seat, you can look directly to the left and the camera will like kind of zoom in on just the top of the car. And normally you can shoot the guy that's driving with your gun. But like for some reason right now it's impossible to hit them. Like just the way the cars are built, like they put in new cars, and since they bought Rocket League, they've done a lot with customizing cars, so cars are like a little bit different.
But now you can't kill somebody out of a car, bro.
Yeah, you can't kill the person driving if they're not your teammate.
And I forgot to mention the fucking cars regen.
Yeah, the mythic cars regenerate health.
The health regen on them?
And they're like 2,000
if you're not getting shot for a certain amount of time. So like it is, but what they need to do to get rid of that teaming, I think, Davis, is they need to make the camera angle better when you're in a passenger seat so you can shoot the driver.
At least give them the option to kill him.
You can't shoot the driver and the driver can just keep driving, and like why would you get out? The driver will just
he'll kill you. So I guess it is a defense play because they don't want to get out. I think they should allow you to be able to kill him. But again, like there's still a bunch of weapons in the game, like the fists, and there's like get your own car. I don't know. I think it's a weird thing. I think Ninja just said, just don't, if you're in a car in solos, don't allow anyone else to get in it. Just make it so that you can't interact with the car and let only one person drive the car.
Yeah. Or add like,
and he goes, this needs to be literally fixed tomorrow.
Onto cars.
Yeah, or give us an option to drive and shoot at the same time in solos.
Yeah. Just like pistol out the side while you're driving.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, you can do it on a bike.
You could do it in real life. You should be able to do it in
Dude, I literally think you could do that.
The ultimate battle royale.
Literally, just there's no reboots.
Yeah, so the cars are OP, but they're gonna do something about it.
You think?
But I think they will. I mean, worst case they won't, and then when they make their next change, it'll just be different again, and maybe it'll be better. You know.
Now here's my question: is it as bad as the mechs?
No.
Mechs were really slow. But if you could like secure a mech, like I remember Tfue and Cloaksy in World Cup, they would like secure a mech and just like build all the way around it until like the zone was small.
I retract my statement.
They could just like fire the rockets at everything, and there was so much going on.
How about when they would just jump
shooting at the mech because the mech has so much health they can't kill it.
They would just jump on top of your box and stomp around, and all of a sudden you get hit for 170. Stomp around.
But I will say the mechs, if they came in now, would not be as OP as the cars. But when they came in, that was the first thing that was like, wow, this is so different.
And there wasn't really enough items to counter it. Like now there's like fucking, like back then you're like shooting at it with the gray AR or a fucking
or
scar.
You're just building and you can't move. Like, because there wasn't any movement. So
there's no movement. It's the mechs. I don't know, man.
Now there's like so much movement.
This mythic car, Steven, you can put off-road tires on it. You can literally put like, you can literally customize it. You can put like a front grill on it to like launch shit up in the air. This thing has almost unlimited boost. There's a medallion that gives you unlimited ammo when you land there. So you literally don't have to worry about ammo. And the cars, dude, 2,000 health and it fucking regens.
I'm so confused.
So it's how is anyone with 30 bullets in an AR gonna fucking shoot this thing and it flies around the map? And the other guy is in a mounted turret that's shooting, whether he wants to shoot. Like I get it. They make a change. They know it's going to be OP. Everyone starts to bitch. Then they nerf things, and then people stop using it. It's smart. It gets people talking about it. Every video game
does it.
It gets people talking about it. They leave the sword in. It's absolutely nuts. It keeps the game different. It lets people know that there's something going on in the game. So like, oh, let me try this out. Versus like, oh, this is really balanced. You should give it a go. No one's going to give balance to try. What they're going to give a try is something that's, oh my God, that's what's happening. I got to experience
that's OP,
this.
And they can like kill people when they're not that good.
Let the bad players have some fun for a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, but the good players hate that.
Yeah,
they hate getting killed by someone in the car, and then the person steps out of the car and like can't even pick up a gun off the ground.
And games that fall in love with that too. Games that fall in love with that are the games that die, and I think they've done a really good job of maneuvering that. But like a lot of comp players would call me stupid for saying that.
Yeah, but there's also always new kids playing because of that. Like Gavin the other day, he's my little cousin. We're just hanging out and he's talking about Fortnite. He's like, Derek, thoughts on the covert AR being put back in the game? And I'm like, what AR? Like, but he's in on that. Excuse me. Like he knows every gun. He wants to know what I think about a specific gun coming back in the game.
You're like, dude, I don't know what the fuck that
is. I don't even use that gun. Yeah. And I'm like, it's fine.
You're like, tell me about it, kid.
Like, I don't know. What do you
got
think?
A scope.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's so funny, dude. Like kids love Fortnite. He's like, I don't want to say his exact age, but he's much older than your little one, but not like a full adult yet, if you know what I mean. So like he's still in on like all the kid gaming.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Yeah, and he knows everything. Like he got like knocked over when we were playing like spike ball or something, and he's like, beep boop beep, I need a res.
And like I lost it, bro. He picked up something like a Nerf gun or whatever in Derek's basement, whatever, and he was like looking through it and he goes, Chad, it's got a scope. Check it out. He just like said that out loud.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
He goes, Chad, like, check it out. It's got a scope.
And he wasn't allowed to play Fortnite until like a couple years ago. But there have been kids that have been playing since way younger than him, you know? And it's like their whole life, dude. It's like how video games were for us is how Fortnite is for them. Like Fortnite is video games for them.
Our Call of Duty. That's our Pokemon, I guess.
It's our like everything, man.
It blows my mind though, because I know what you're talking about in terms of kids being like so gravitated towards Fortnite, and it's like Fortnite, or like Minecraft or Roblox. But it seems like kids are so fixated now on one game, and it's like that is who they are. That's all they do. I just feel like as kids, like we definitely had games that we loved and we played a lot, but we always like played whatever was going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just seems like kids nowadays are like Fortnite and that's it. Like,
we didn't have a game like Fortnite though. Like Fortnite bought Rocket League, bought Lego. They made Lego Fortnite, which
bought
is basically
Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Don't forget
Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Yeah, like they have all that. Like I totally even forgot about that, but it's a huge portion of the game. Like that is like 4 games in one that were huge for us.
Just think about these companies. Now Lego. Like fucking Fortune 500. I'm gonna get roasted for that too. Massive. Fuck.
I think they had some financial issues a while back.
No, massive fucking company. Okay,
but you know what Lego is. Everyone knows what Lego is.
Guitar Hero was Fortnite before it was Fortnite. It changed everything. Like I literally, should I remake I can quote the short we had. It's like you got your aunt playing it, you got your family playing it. You go over a house, you looking at your little cousin playing it. You get your grandparents playing it. Everybody knew what Guitar Hero was. Like,
Nicholas is like playing it with the guitar behind his
head, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, can you really play guitar?" It's like, dude, he's pressing yellow and green.
he's pressing 4 buttons. And
his fingers are already on
just,
it. He's just strumming it by clicking
the
it.
The strum is literally just a button.
He's
like you don't have to hit specific strings. Like
so
just
funny.
Like click, 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 click.
Yeah. And then you had like the wave bar. I never used that. I wasn't
whammy.
Enough. I actually played. Oh, the whammy. Yeah. I played that a lot of my Guitar Hero on the controller. Believe it or not. And I just loved the game that much, and I liked the music that I would just rip it on the controller.
Oh boy,
dude! Honestly, like yo,
roasted for that.
Appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe down below if you guys want to see more videos.
End on that.
That's crazy. That's like me saying I sat in the middle of the DDR pad and just fucking slapped Dance Dance Revolution and didn't even dance.
Yeah,
that's psycho behavior.
What?
We only had.
No, I didn't. I said
guitar.
That's like me saying I did that.
We had one guitar and it was me and Drew.
Oh, so like, one of you had to do it.
Oh, okay.
But like I was always the guy that liked the controller. Because I just like started.
You learned to like the controller because Drew's like, give me that fucking guitar.
Yeah. And Drew's the musician, so he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, it was fun. He's like,
yeah, check it.
Check it out,
I know how to play Paint It Black, yo. Like, damn.
Yeah. Dude, it was still hard on the controller though, because that stuff comes in fast and you still have to it's the same thing as you're just, instead of holding it like this, you're just holding it like this.
I genuinely believe I would 100% any track if I was sitting here right now with my paddles and my fucking, like my scuff controller sitting here playing, I don't think I would miss a fucking button.
I know.
That's cap.
Yeah.
That's cap.
Let's put it to the test.
Let's fucking do it. Cut it right now. I'm gonna start it.
I'd pay to see that.
Dude, I'd pay to do it.
Great. Looks like you're paying up.
Perfect. So regardless, I'm getting money. No, that'd be fire. But yeah, no, I think the new Fortnite season is a little much for me. But again, we've only had. All right, I'm gonna take a sip of this first.
Do they like test this shit? Do you think they actually test?
Like, wow, the test was chaos. Perfect. Let's put it out.
Seriously,
I guarantee they test it.
Yeah,
and they knew these issues were going to be a thing.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think
know about
they don't test it on that large of a scale, but they test it for functionality. And then they have like a team that's like kind of trying to predict how people are going to react and stuff.
They got to know though that like Ninja's going to be fucking rip shit. They got to know one of them's going to be rip shit. They're like banking on one of them being rip shit. Like, cause like Cypher and Ninja, they are very close with Epic. They're like Academics and Drake. They're like, they like, Fortnite's like, we're going to put this out, sign an NDA. It's on its way. And I think they like have preconceived notions. Like when they start the season, like he hates it his first game. It's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like,
I don't know if I feel like they don't put that much thought into the people that are our age, and they really do just think, what are kids gonna love? And then they just send it. And
true, but the kids watch Ninja
though.
Let's
keep it normal. Yeah, that's true.
They're still gonna spend the money though.
Right.
It's not like Tifu that's like, yo, this game's fucking trash, and then just doesn't play it for a whole season.
Yeah.
Tifu just didn't give a shit.
But I think
Tifu's gonna do Tifu things.
Yeah. Is he streaming again?
I don't know.
Dude, he actually recently streamed on Kick, and I only know this because I was not doom scrolling, but I was definitely on Twitter scrolling. I saw a clip of him going wild boar hunting in Florida, and people lost their minds.
Like,
people were no. Everyone's like, how could you do that? How could you do that? How could you? And it's like,
I mean, shut up.
Me, it doesn't.
I want to.
It doesn't personally bother me because, yes, to your point, it is legal as long as you do it in a sanctioned area, and like obviously you're doing it with professionals.
Yeah.
The big thing that I've always known about these wild boar hunts, because they do it in Texas, they do it in Florida. They're invasive species. They're going to ruin land. They're going to harm residential areas. They're going to harm agricultural areas. Get them out. And at the end of the day, you'll eat the meat. Like, yes, it's gamey meat, but you'll eat it. It won't go to waste. So yeah, it's like any other invasive species, guys, whether it's a fucking boar with 4 legs or it's another type of invasive species, like, yeah, they need to take care of it.
It's not like they're hunting like family dogs. Like, I've never seen a boar in my life. Like, I don't care if he hunts them or not.
Dude, they're nasty.
Dude, Steven's hunted a lot of boar.
Really?
Hours and hours.
You ever
left clicking. World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, baby.
Killing boar, dude.
Tifu ain't got nothing on me.
No, dude, you have to be at like the 7-digit. Yeah, you millions of boars.
Easy.
Mass murderer, easy.
But I definitely do have a good kill count on those guys.
Yeah, no, you're up for sure.
Good KD. You ever been killed by one?
No.
Nice.
Can confidently say I've never been killed by one, but
definitely had to go
Davis
away and heal.
Yes, Davis and I have definitely died in like intro areas though. Dude, remember what was it?
God. We were like level 2, Classic, bro.
We were like level 2, and we were going to an island. And what was it, like crabs, or what we were trying to get, and they'd never spawned?
Bro, yeah, we were trying to get like them to drop shells or whatever. And like for those who are listening, like World of Warcraft, they have Classic, which is like the one that was how it was to begin with, like from the get-go, like vanilla, right? Like you could kill 100 crabs and find 4 shells. Whereas like the new, where it's called retail WoW, where it's like made for like, it's way more easier for like someone to get into it. There's like arrows pointing you in which direction you got to go. You don't kind of like talk to anyone. It's kind of like a way easier to play it. So that's retail, and people shit on people
World
who play
of Warcraft
retail.
With training wheels.
Yes, but like Classic is like you're in the game, figure it the fuck out, and that's
like
the one where
and
it's like tough, dude. It's like you're sitting there, you're like, oh, you need 8 shells. Oh, we got to kill crabs to get shells.
2 hours later,
crabs, Dad. You're like, oh my god, I have 3. How many do you have? He's like 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
it's just a game that like shows its age, but it has, in a lot of ways, kind of like, I don't want to say aged like fine wine, but there are very few games that have stood the test of time. Like you could probably rattle off a few that have really aged well over time, or at least kept a good look to it. I don't know, like Super Mario 64. I don't know. You think about like some other OG games that you think about, and you're like, dude, I could pick that up and play it today and
Pokemon
not bat an eyelash.
Like League of Legends, something like that.
Damn, you played League?
I never played League, but I know it's an old game, and I know it's a very competitive scene still.
Super competitive, yeah.
Dude, you can even talk about like PUBG's kind of on the way down, but it was like that for a while. CS:GO, but now Valorant's out there. But I mean, if we're really gonna do it, Call of Duty, but
yeah, CS:GO is a good point.
Is still out there, yeah. I mean, dude, Fortnite's pushing like 8 years. Like that's kind of old.
Is it really?
I think so.
I thought it would be older.
It came out in 2016 or
2016. Yeah. Because I was still at my first apartment, and I remember it dropping. Again, this is something we've talked about every other conversation that we've had about Fortnite. I can remember to this day, I wish I had kept the pictures of winning battle royale games, nothing built, and taking pictures on my phone of when I won and sending it to the group chat and being like, boys, the water's warm, get in here. Like, I just won my first battle royale. Come on.
Fucking so lit. Dude, there was no slow-mo at the end.
Stories and stuff.
Oh, bro. So sick. Dude, and like the picture is like you in a bush, and there's like loot in front of you, and you
loot everywhere. Like
and with the banner.
You're like in the storm. Because the storm that kept closing after the game. Dude, I remember Earth Day, which is it was recently, right? It's in April.
Yep.
The year Fortnite came out, a bunch of my friends, they were like posting on their Instagram story like Happy Earth Day, and it was like a picture of Loot Lake and like picture of like Haunted Hills and stuff like that. Like, dude, it was huge. Like people were doing the L dance after winning like a soccer game, and it was going viral on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
That the world had never seen that. Might never again, bro. Honestly.
I think the only thing that really compares to Fortnite is World of Warcraft, in the sense of like a global, worldwide, like everyone knows it. The best way I can compare it is like if you can go up and ask your dad, hey, have you ever heard of World of Warcraft, or have you ever heard of Fortnite? And they say, yeah, like, oh, I heard about it on the radio. I heard about, then you're like, okay, that game's big.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, Ozzy Osbourne. Like that's what people say about like World of Warcraft all the time, because it was like, they're like, oh, that
South Park episode.
Yeah. You're like, oh yeah, World of Warcraft.
Dude, another one that's like that, and I know there's a million different games, but Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%.
People would say
1,000%. It's because of the trading card game too, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, was the trading card game first, or is it like together?
I think they just did it together, but I have no idea. It's just me guessing.
I don't know. I think that's a good question. I want to say it was probably the card game, and then the TV show, and then the video games, or it was like card game.
The show was great,
and
bro.
Then that rolled out. Dude, the show was great. That was like one of my first animes.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know if does that technically count as an anime? I think it does, right?
Yep. Yeah. It's like WoW retail.
I think it counts as an anime.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's like it's not like you're watching
anime,
Hunter x Hunter.
But it's still an anime.
Yeah.
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 It counts. Watch
right.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think anime
or Pokemon all the time, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Played
it's
it today.
Still one of the biggest games.
1000%.
He's playing it all day.
look at me.
They haven't made a good Pokemon game though in a while.
Nah, bro. Now you can like there's like 7 different evolutions for one Pokemon, and they're like X Pokemon, and like I told myself if I ever wanted to get back into it, I would play the games in order up until the new one, because if I just started playing the new one, I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
I would be pretty confused. I just want like I want a Pokemon MMO where I myself just get to like explore, go around, make a group of people and go battle other people or go to gyms or
like Power World.
What's MMO
like Power World
for?
MMO.
Yeah.
Massive multiplayer online role-playing game, MMORPG.
Yeah.
Massive multiplayer online role-playing game.
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, New World. Yeah, just like a massive map. Like just
big ass servers.
That would require Nintendo to have
their shit together.
A successful online system, which they don't.
They just don't.
They don't.
They do not have their shit together at all.
Dude, they released the Switch and it was outdated the day it dropped. Like it was old tech the day it dropped.
Yeah.
Cool console.
I will say, my girlfriend Angelina plays that thing every day. It's perfect for gamers like that. Who they just want something quick. They want something they can bring with them.
Yep.
Something like they don't care about like the massive PC with the best graphics card.
No, true. Nope. But like
most of the games don't warrant it.
Yeah.
There's a reason though when we're fighting, like, dude, what is this fucking kid on Switch? When we're like fighting him in Fortnite, you're like, I just killed 2 kids on fucking Switch, dude. Yeah, literally. Internet connection's like horrible. Yeah, you can tell they're moving around with like one joystick. It's like this
30 FPS.
It's so brutal. So brutal.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man, now have we been talking for an hour and 20? I feel like that flew by.
I have an hour and 5 so far on mine. I started it right when we started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it flies though.
We are flying. We're good though.
It always flies.
I wanted to ask if both of you guys any summer plans though. Anything coming up? Anything?
First, Steven.
Yeah.
I go first. Cool. Yeah. We'll start with the most boring person in terms of like summer plans. So everybody, you can tune out for this part, go get a drink, and then come back, and the better plans you'll hear after. The only big summer plans that I have is first week of July, excuse me. The family and I are going up to Maine.
Nice.
So
dude.
We're gonna go up to Maine for the week and just do Maine stuff.
If you don't mind saying.
Kennebunkport.
Okay. Good spot.
So I'll be up in Kennebunkport.
But a lot of people go.
Dude, it's awesome. It's such a dope part. I mean, I grew up going to like Old Orchard and Portland and all those areas, so it's like anywhere in Maine I've always enjoyed. So that's gonna be like our big quote unquote summer plan. Like we have, some other like we'll do other day trips and stuff like that, but yeah, pretty low key.
Right. Yeah.
We'll be doing some Maine stuff.
Yeah, Davis and I will be in Maine the week before you're there, actually. So we'll miss you, but we'll be in Higgins Beach in Scarborough. Pull up,
Higgins
chat.
Beach in Scarborough. I've heard of Scarborough.
Pull up, chat.
Yeah, right.
They have a great good time. It's a great beach. It's kind of, I don't know what Kennebunkport's like, but Higgins Beach is like the tide goes out really far, and you can walk the whole beach, and it's flat, and you can play like spike ball and stuff.
And it's like its own community. Like you can't get on that beach. There's only like 200 houses in like the whole, and they're all like little the most part they were like little like beach houses. Now there's some fucking monstrosities that people just buy little spots, but it's pretty dope.
Towers on stilts.
Yeah. They're like, yo, I didn't realize fucking Jason Aldean's bar is right there.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I want to make sure no one else behind me can see the beach.
No, but that'll be fire.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
That'll be fire though.
Yeah, I'm doing that. And then Davis and I also have a bunch of weddings that we're going to be attending.
Yep. Ooh,
so that'll be
summer of weddings.
Summer of weddings.
We're around that age.
Yeah.
Yep. It just starts happening, man.
Next weekend, I'm officiating a wedding.
Yeah.
Officiating.
I am officially going to be there having fun. With no stress.
I was gonna say you get to be drunk.
Yeah,
Davis has to be sober.
Sad that I don't have a +1, but
not gonna say where it is, but It's Gully's wedding.
Gully, good for you, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was getting married so soon.
Oh yeah. Shout out Gully.
Didn't know you had a girlfriend.
I think I did know that, but good for him, man. That's great. I haven't talked to him in ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
For all these people that don't know who these people are, chat, we played trios with Gully for a while. He's a friend of mine.
Yes.
Friend of ours.
Yeah, some of our Fortnite viewers might remember him.
Yeah. He's had a bunch of names. Grump.
Yeah.
Gully. Aces. I don't know.
Oh my god, I forgot Aces. He was that when he would wear the ace skin and he'd be Aces.
Yeah, that was sick. Cool.
He that's when he was like still way better than almost everybody at Fortnite.
Yeah.
Remember how good his skill was compared to people?
Yeah.
Dude, he was disgusting.
He was that early on?
Yeah.
Early on, yeah, because he was a gamer before Fortnite came out, so he already had like the controller skill.
Yeah, he was really good at COD.
Switched to mouse and keyboard and was like pretty good at that too. But then Fortnite, like if you're good, if you have good skill, like and you don't keep up with the meta, you're just gonna be bad. So
yeah,
that's what happened. That's why we no longer trio with him.
We gotta do some IRL. Not to switch the subject completely, but I'm thinking about summer plans right now. Some more, some patio podcasts, maybe some garage beers.
Do patio podcasts.
Podcasts.
Get out on the course, maybe go get a quick 9 or something up the road.
Shit.
I would absolutely do that,
dude. I
went golfing first time this summer last Friday. Surprisingly, there was not too much rust on the swing. I was like,
oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. I went last week, but I mean, the first hole there was unbelievable amount of rust. I hit the ball 10 feet like 4 times in a row, and then I finally got down there. Gave myself an 8. I probably got a 12 on that hole.
Seriously, I think that's the kind of like the rule of thumb is like you can't go over an 8. You know, you kind of just give yourself an 8, and you're like,
there's everyone knows no quintuple bogey.
No one's
everyone knows you were over an 8, but it's like, you got an 8.
You got an 8. You got an 8. Just pick up. Yeah, you're good.
Just pick up.
I'm gonna pick up this hole. You know how many times I've done that, man?
Dude, a lot for me.
Yeah,
a lot. I gotta get a new driver.
I'm just gonna play this hole. And I have a buddy that would be like, I'm not playing this hole or the next one. If he's doing bad on a hole, he's like, I need a break.
Yeah, dude, sit in the cart and have a beer, man. Just sit in the cart and have a beer.
Shit.
Yeah.
Sit on your phone for a minute. I find no problem with that.
I should do that, like especially when I play 18, because right around 14, like I'll pick up steam at like 5 or 6, and then I'll do really good for a couple holes, and then like 13, 14, my back starts to hurt. I start to lose interest. If I have a bad shot at that point, like it's just going downhill further from there.
The wheels off the bus go round and round.
Exactly, dude. I should just skip 14, 15, pick it back up.
There you go.
Bro, I don't do good until like hole 8, and then I play like fucking Tiger until like 15. And then it comes to crunch time, and all of a sudden I start like, because then like I'll hit the turn, and be like, all right, I'm counting my strokes for the back half. I'm like, all right, here we go, and like I start doing well, and I'll get to like 16 and be like, I can't close, and I'm not a closer here.
I can't.
And then I can't. I sometimes I will, but then like I'll start to like compete with the people we're playing against, and it's over, bro. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to like. I'm not good enough to be like, yo, this shot fucking matters.
Yeah, and then like be consistent with those shots that matter.
Yeah, I don't need to be in crunch time. I don't need to be in crunch time, like unless I'm 2v2ing, but I'm not like free for all and best score wins. I just it's fucking over, bro. I need someone hyping me the fuck up, even if I'm missing shots. Like, dude,
yes, your chat,
you're
man.
him, bro. Yeah, my chat.
Seriously,
for real.
Dude, I bet chat would love to watch us shank balls into the water.
Oh god, they'd be all
Hole 9,
over
Green Hill.
it, dude. All over it. Oh my god, they'd be all over it.
Yeah, all of the stupid shit that we'd be saying too, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like every time I play golf, I start off really poorly. I pick it up halfway through. Towards the end, I'm like, okay. And I'm still like hitting some good shots here and there, but I'm not keeping it together, especially like chipping and putting. That's like an area for me, like if I'm not actually putting time into chipping and putting, like I'm very bad at it. Like it's all touch for me. And then for some reason, I don't know what it is, the last hole, I always hit like 1 or 2 really good shots, and it always makes me want to come back and play.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, I wish I would just hit bad shots on the last so I wouldn't have to come back and play. Literally. And I won't have to spend the money.
Dude, honestly, if I'm getting off the tee, I'm having a good day. Like literally. If my driver's going straight, I'm fine. Like I pride myself in like being able to chip well. I can't putt, dude.
I'm a putter. I'm a good putter.
Well, you're a hockey player. That's why. Hockey players, I think, are like known to be decent golfers, right?
It takes me 15 holes to figure out if it's fast or slow. Like first one, John's like, "Oh, it's fast."
Yeah.
Fucking
right.
I won't know,
but he's played that course like 18 times, so hits the ball once. He's like, "Oh, they're fast today."
My ability to adjust in golf is so poor. It's piss poor.
Someone can tell me, it's gonna be slow, and I'm like, dude, I know it's gonna be slow. Fine, so but like it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not gonna make the fucking putt anyways. So.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I still might fucking crank it by the hole.
That only means something to you if you've played that course a bunch of times and like you hit the ball normally on that green.
And you know
like,
the lines.
Today it's slow.
Yeah,
the reads. Excuse me.
Yeah. But if you've like never golfed and you've never been on that green and they're like, "Oh, it's slow." It's like, well, slow compared to what?
Yeah, fucking
what I mean?
Highway when I fucking putted on asphalt. I don't know.
Yeah.
Slow compared to what, dude? I hit it and it like makes it 3 feet. He's like, dude, I said it was slow. I was like, well, fucking
dude, hit it with your purse.
Yeah, right.
Fuck. Dude, no, the rages would be crazy though. And I know chat would just be on my ass, dude.
The rages are crazy. They would just see it live.
Are you like, what kind of rage are we talking about here? Are we talking about like an unbridled throwing clubs and breaking clubs and like hitting the cart?
I just come up with swearing? Swearing, but like I just come up with things chat's never heard before. Like not like obscene. I'll just like come up with something and it'll just be like the first time that saying has ever been said on earth. Like I'll come up with the most fucking. You know,
spaz.
Yeah, dude,
I'm more like
motherfucking.
I'm like sarcastic with myself. Like I'll have like a perfect lie, balls in the fairway, like great opportunity to lay it up on the green, and I'll shank it into water. I'll just be like, really? Like, I'll just say that to myself. I'll be like, really? That's what you did with that?
My favorite's like, I can't believe I fucking paid to be here. That's
yeah. Can I get my money back at the turn?
I can't believe I paid to fucking do this shit. I can't believe they have my money, and I was like, yo. I'm gonna pay you so I can go out and do that. Like I just
seriously,
holy fuck,
dude. If I hit bad shots, I'm just like, yep, I'm dog shit. Or like, Steve, you are so bad. Like, why are you even? Yeah, what are you doing, man? Like,
that's exactly that's what I do. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
dude, the clips are gonna be insane off it though, bro. Clips are gonna be hilarious off of it.
They'll be good.
So how are you gonna record with? Like, is someone gonna hold the phone while you're shooting?
I'll have somebody hold the phone. Worst case, we'll just tripod it, pick it up. Someone talks to it while they're
hand it off from person to person.
Person to person is what we'll do. But mount. We'll have to ride.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then you have a tripod that just like you have a tripod that like sits behind you on the ground. You can put it behind you when you're swinging. Like put it on the ground as an angle.
I mean, we've seen people do it. Like ninjas.
Tilt does it all the time. Tilt does it every day. Yeah. It's easy, and he just literally only has his phone. And then they're not even mic'd up. We'll be mic'd up, so it's easier. So you can like hear the shit you say under your breath. We might we might need to put a delay on though.
Yeah.
we might need a big red button. You're like, oh my god, fucking shut the stream up.
No one's gonna say anything stupid. I think the only trouble you might get into is if like obviously someone else that's not with us does something stupid, and then you're like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we gotta go as 4.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a third rando or a fourth rando.
Oh, Jesus.
That would suck. Dude, if I was that guy and I showed up and the people I was golfing with were streaming it, I'd be like, no, I'm leaving.
I'm not
you
playing
guys,
this today.
No, thank you.
No.
Yeah, you guys have your fun.
I'm not doing this. Ugh. All right, man. Dude, we've been kind of cranking. We've been moving well here. All right, wrapping up, but first of all, is there anything you want to plug, Derek? Anything on the way? Anything new coming up? What's new for D-Train on the way?
Let's think here. We were plugging Coach Osick earlier. That is definitely going to be growing soon. We got some stuff in the works. D-Fish and I have been
That's exciting, man.
Some clips. Yeah. And follow Coach Osick, OSIK on Instagram. I don't have a TikTok for it yet, but I do want to get it on multiple platforms. I just started getting my content calendar together, so I'm going to try and dial in on that. D-Fish will be making clips with his amazing editing skills.
So
we'll be doing that.
Gang.
And then just the IRL streams, whether it's workouts for me, golfing with the boys,
A little bit of spike ball, bro.
We definitely need IRL. Oh, dude, spike ball would be sick.
Dude, you just wear a hat, you mic up, you put the lav mic on top of the brim, you're fucking chilling.
Yeah.
Or the shirt, but I'm just saying. I was doing that for golf. It was nice up here. Yeah.
Can I do that? Can I not wear a shirt on stream if I'm doing an IRL?
I almost made a joke today that people might not recognize you because you have your shirt on.
I know. I literally, if I could live without a shirt, I would. That's why every shirt I have, I cut the sleeves off. Makes it less of a shirt.
Yeah. Okay. I can appreciate that.
Dude, what is this thing?
Dude, I think get this off. Ugh.
It all depends on the room. Like I'm in my unfinished basement, so it's always a bit colder down here.
Yeah.
But if you're upstairs and it's warm, I'm with you, man. Like less clothing, better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No pay, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I work hard to keep my body looking nice too. Like I want to not have a shirt on as much as possible.
Right?
You know?
I love the people that are like, oh yeah, I work out because like, you know, I want to perform better. It's like, nah, motherfucker, you want to look good naked. Like,
yeah,
don't tell me you work out.
Literally, bro.
That is the fuck? Although like it is nice when you have like a legit thing, like, okay, like this is how
you're
make
training
money.
for sport.
Like, or like training for like a
race
fight or like whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. But like that is definitely a good motivator. It's a lot easier to make yourself look good when you're doing that. But the main motivator is like looking at yourself in the mirror and being proud. You know?
Exactly.
100%.
That extends into like everything else you do in life. You know, like you walk into a room and you're proud of your presence in that room. And it's not just how you look too. It's like how you hold yourself. But
it could start
how you look
there.
That's the first thing people judge you on is how you look.
And it could be how you feel too, because you know how you.
Right, exactly. Like look good, feel good, play good.
Good, feel good, play good, man. Play your game.
Amen.
You know, play your game. All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anything else you want to plug, now's your time. But dude, it was dope having you on the pod. We're gonna try and do this as like, we don't want to do it like interview style with guys like you, right? So like we had you on for the first time, so like we would love to have some like more recurring guests. So like have you on like again and just like still talk, like shoot the shit. Not talk shit. I was about to say and still just talk shit about people. No, yeah, but
I mean, hey, go ahead.
No, but that's definitely the plan to get you on more. It's been dope, bro.
It's been great.
Yeah, bro. This was like the easiest, not easiest, but like this shit just went. Like we didn't even have any content part to it at all. We just yapped. It was good.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Man.
We're yappers.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you need it.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to be on. I appreciate you guys using your first guest on me.
For sure.
Plug these guys.
Yeah. So guys, there was an ad at the beginning of the video. Again, I want to say it again. If you guys have not checked out Dad Life, make sure you guys go do it. You guys saw an ad at the beginning. Swedishfish at the beginning was telling you guys that we have a code. If you guys use code, it's split screen, correct? Code split screen. You guys are going to be
split screen at checkout.
There you go.
And you will receive free shipping up until Father's Day.
Let's go.
And right now there is 20% off on all hats.
Hell yeah! So, a link again right here. It's right. It's gonna be somewhere on the screen. Just wanted to shout him out again. Appreciate Dad Life, guys. That is episode 10 of the Split Screen Podcast. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, let us know in the comments. Leave a like. Make sure you guys sub. There'll be more TikToks, more content, everything more on the way. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace and love. Deuces. Episode 10 in the books.
Peace and love.